I'm not sure if it's ethical or not, but the School of Ethics is getting down over there. They're vying for the best fans of the bout competition, it looks like, the way they're getting down. I thought they were here to learn something. It looks like they're teaching the other fans a thing or two. Folks, don't forget, this is a great chance to grab yourself a tall Subsea beverage. Stop by the merchandise booth. Stop by the bake sale. Don't forget, we've got a silent auction that's currently ongoing. Don't keep it a secret, even though it's silent. Make some noise for Ed or Alive.
Yes, definitely want to thank our EMT folks over here.
Ed's even taking it one step further. He's throwing out some treats to the crowd.
You know, folks, roller derby is a very dangerous sport. Girls do get hurt here. So if you see a girl go down, you'll notice the skaters will go down on one knee. And basically that's to allow the EMTs to get out there and assess the situation.
But Ed or Alive is multi-talented. He can throw out treats and save our skaters. All right, folks, we're getting back into the roller derby action. Come grab your seats if you've already taken care of all your business.
All right, Terry Blanco decided to start right in front of the game. We're hoping that we'll do the deal up right at the beginning. Obviously, that didn't work because it looked like the skater was taken out by a few ECT and roller girls.
That's right, you gotta implement your strategies really carefully. Sometimes they don't always work out. Foot race for Yankee Scandal.
So right now, she's just trying to speed around as fast as she can and hoping that the cherry blossoms will keep Jersey Bill on the back.
Yeah, it gives her an opportunity to catch up. And she calls off the jam before any points get put on the board.
All right, we got Lucky Penny going against Nina Ninja here for jamming.
Both of them wearing some attractive skates. They probably would enjoy skating or shopping at My Booty Booty. Head to My Booty Booty table for creative footwear by designer Tatiana Colina, or visit her at www.mybootybooty.com/en.
Lucky Penny sliding through, and as luck works, as she's got lead jammer and Nina Ninja's in the back still.
Still trying to work her way through the pack, while Lucky Penny is at the advantage point of surveying the pack.
Yeah, she had our time. It looked like Sam was able to take her out of bounds over at the other end.
Ninja getting some help from Obituary, but takes a big ball over her own skater. That's going to set her back a little bit. Now knocked out of bounds by the Ultimate Warrior. She is not enjoying this bout, this jam.
Now, that's going to be frustrating, man. Just when you think you get through, wham, you're on the ground and you got to start all over.
Exactly, especially when you trip over your own teammate. Shredika encouraging her to keep her head up. As his Obituary.
Lucky Penny decided to call it. We got a shout out to the Wild Wedding Bells here for Sarah's bachelorette party. Where are you guys?
Oh, look out.
Oh, they're out in the corner.
Bachelorettes, you guys should probably speak to the school from the ethics over here. I think that's why we kept you two apart.
We got Boom Chicken Doom against Jersey Jill. Cherry Blossom starting in the back, trying to get a split pack automatically. A lot of pink and red in there. Both jammers are getting held up. Lots of tripping, hooks.
Hooks and Slasher took a dive, but she's back up on her skates, and we have lead jammer defined. Boom, Chicken Doom. Now jammer on jammer action as she and Jersey Jill square off.
Tua came out trying to hold her up, but didn't quite work.
Doom narrowly avoiding a big hit.
And managing to score 2 points.
That's right, Hula Girl came flying off the penalty bench, could have delivered a big hit, but Doom pretty nimble, avoiding that and calling off the jam.
And we got Willem in a scream against Ultimate Warrior Tammy.
And the jammers are off now.
Able to capture at the last second, get her down, but she still manages to get lead jammer and get through.
It was a clean hit that sent her down to the ground, but she was in front of the pack, so there wasn't much trouble for her to get back up and get right back in front of everyone.
And the Ultimate Warrior was almost out of the pack, but got tripped up by her own player, who had tried the big hit and missed.
Warrior now trying to get a whip from Kitty, I believe. She makes it through the pack, but she is not the lead jammer.
Wilson takes a big hit from Helen Keller. We want to make sure we thank all the folks that help us set us up. So thanks to DJ Melly Mel with her musical styles. We could not do without. Be pretty boring, actually.
Yeah, definitely. He keeps us going here.
And we got James Calder, Shutterbug, our very own DCRG photographer.
So back to the action. Once again, Yankee Scandal carrying up the track. Nina Ninja making her way to the pack as well.
She's trying to pick up some speed and catch up with Scandal, but that's pretty difficult.
That's a tall order, but I think she might be able to do it.
Wow, and half the Derby girls go out to the side of the track.
And Scandal takes full advantage of that. Only one skater to beat while picking up 5 points.
Yeah, I have to tell you from experience, this floor is really slippery, so Scandal's actually not moving as fast as she probably could. That's one thing that the skaters have a relative on with on the floor.
Gotta have some traction, you're right. You got her down. It's hard to go to full speed when you are in danger of slipping. Tell you what, the skaters are definitely working up a sweat, probably getting hungry at this point. So thankfully this jam is brought to you by Eat Wonky. Eat Wonky Truck serves simple food done well, offering 15 Wonky dogs, grilled cheese, and more. Find the truck at eatwonky.com.
Back to the action with Jersey Jill as our lead jammer, and Lucky Penny finally breaking through the pack. Jill finally calling it off. Please remember to stop by our silent auctions and bid on dangerously delicious pies, boots from My Booty Booty, and training sessions with Boxsmith. Remember, continue to bid. Drawing won't be until the second bout.
Once again, we're seeing some strategy. You want to explain that to us, Gunner Down?
Yes, what happens is it's an automatically no pack and the jammers are released immediately. It's a great strategy, hoping that your jammer gets through first. But it looks like it did work for the DC Demcats because Boom Chicka Doom able to get through and get lead jammer.
That's right, she's a strong and experienced skater. Had one skater to beat and definitely did.
Wilhelmina Scream having a tough time out there with a bunch of paint. Takes a big hit from Conspiracy.
I think for Boom Chicka Doom, she gets called out for cutting track after getting hit. She's getting to get sent to the riot act penalty box.
So this leaves a good power jam. So Scream has the potential of scoring some points. And waiting to see, and Ripper calls her for cutting track, so she is not lead jammer, so we got 2 minutes of jamming here.
That's right, and the Demon Cats are trying to trap Nubia Nemesis to keep her from keeping up with her team. Cuts out some of the strategy options for the Cherry Blossom Bombshells if they don't have their pack together.
Oh, so we have another jammer going to the riot act penalty box, so what'll happen is she'll sit as long as Boom Chicka Doom was sitting.
Which means that Doom could re-enter.
Doom able to come out of the riot act penalty box and get 5 points by getting through the pack.
That's right, showing you some of her slick skating moves as she slices her way through the pack. Puts 5 points on the board for her team and is hoping to re-engage and do more.
It's going to be pretty tough with a sea of red that you see right in front there. And Wilhelmina Scream able to get out just in the last second, so should start with a full pack from both teams.
Definitely very important for the Demon Cats to get their jammer back on the track. You can put points on the board. Don't want to start off without a jammer. It puts you in a really bad position.
Folks, when you get a chance, make sure you check out our website at www.dcrollergirls.com to find out about our upcoming bouts and DCRG events. Some of the links may not work as we're going under construction, but they are doing a fantastic job making it look awesome and working great.
Speaking of fantastic job, Ride Dirty did a fantastic job of making it through the pack. She is your lead jammer.
Yeah, but she's going to have a tough time as Jersey Jill's coming right up behind her. You know, these teams are doing a fantastic job with each other. They're staying really close knit, working well as partners, and really not getting too spread out too much.
You're right, Gunner Down. I know a lot of times the jammers get a lot of the action and a lot of the attention, but it's really interesting to watch the pack as they interact with each other as well, all the strategy that's taking place as they jockey for position.
And you know, the score is 75-43, but you know, it doesn't take much for the DC Demon Cats to be able to catch up. All they need is a few good jams, and this could be a really close game.
I definitely agree with you. It does not feel like a 75-43 bout, I'll tell you that for sure. I'll tell you what it does feel like. It feels like a roller skate shop jam. This jam sponsored by the Roller Skate Shop, located in Oakland, Maryland. Roller Skate Shop offers skateboarding gear and lessons at www.rollerskateshop.com.
And right now, DC has the advantage as Kiddio Slay sitting in the riot act penalty box. So many there knows your lead jammer, but here comes Hook.
Definitely still pretty close, almost neck and neck, the two jammers.
You know, and DC's working really good. I can hear Wolf just from here giving directions and leading his team.
Definitely Shredika didn't like how that was shaping up, and she asked if the jam be called off.
Cherry Blossom still down 1 while she's sitting in the penalty box, but if you notice, she's standing, so she has less than 10 seconds to come out of the track. So DC and Demon Cats want their jam will release immediately, so they're going to create a no-pack situation.
What they do there, they're looking for avenues, they're hoping to create a lane so the jammer can just skate right out, not skate through too many skaters and play queen jammer status.
And Jersey Jill just showed what happens when it's done correctly. She's able to get out and become a new jammer.
Meanwhile, the Ultimate Warrior facing some setbacks. She can't get through that Demon Cat wall. Needs some help from her blockers. Let's see if she can get it.
She finally breaks through, but looks like an overreaction trying to give her a tough time. And it looks like she ended up hitting her out of place, so she was sent to the right of that penalty box.
That's right, she got called for cutting track up there.
Matt Ho out there trying to make an openings for Jersey Jill, but they didn't quite get there, so she's going to try it again.
Wow, Jersey Jill racking up the points.
And it looks like she got a big yarn in that line, so they're creeping up smoothly.
Like we said, you're never quite out of it, and definitely right back in it are the DC Demon Cats.
And we got a timeout by Cherry Blossom Bombshell.
That's right, they didn't use any timeouts at all. Last half, this half, they needed to collect, it seems like, get themselves in order. The Demon Cats are creeping back in.
You know, this is going to be a tough one. So our next jam is sponsored by Riot X Comedy Club, our penalty box sponsor. Mentioned every time you say someone goes to the box. Riot X Comedy Club is the perfect place to host your holiday party. A brand new state-of-the-art facility with 2 levels with a bar on each level. A full menu and seating for over 300. Your event will be talked about years to come.
Speaking of, this is actually only the first of 2 bouts. There's plenty of action for you tonight. And in between our 2 bouts, we're going to be looking for kids between 5 and 7. So, to participate in our competition. So kids, if you're looking forward to that, get ready, get excited. Come on down after this bout is over and we'll try to get you in. Back to the action on the track.
We got Scandal against Teen and Ninja. Scandal coming out as your lead jammer.
Took the words right out of my mouth, gunning down. Big hits taking place on the track as Boom Chickadoo takes it ball.
Yep, that'll allow Teen and Ninja to get through on the inside line.
That's right. Also didn't hurt that there were only 2 blockers for the Cherry Blossom Bombshells, but you got somebody that just jumped in off the penalty box. I think it's Ivana Tripovich, so they're up to close to full strength now.
Scandal doing a lot of using the time to avoid to get a hit, but badass today with a tagger at the end.
And the DC Demon Cats bench is happy to see that. Well played defense.
Yeah, I think Diesel Bubble over here is doing a little voodoo to other skaters out there.
Diesel Bubble's that type of guy. He'll do that to you. Little Devil isn't that much better either.
We got a shout out. Happy 18th birthday to Terry's Middleman here with her friends from Starbucks and Clean Mind. Where are you folks?
Crazy crowd back there.
Yoo-Hoo able to get out his lead jammer while the mini vandals still stuck in the back trying to get through.
Indeed, Ultimate Warrior is your lead jammer.
Riding Dirty hitting an awesome last hit, caused the mini vandal to go out of bounds and fall in behind her. Finally gets through, but there goes Yoo-Hoo coming around the back already.
That's right, Ultimate Warrior tight roping the line there, trying to stay in bounds as she does, putting some points on the board, and is still your lead jammer.
So overreaction coming out of, or with misjudgment actually finally coming out of the penalty box.
That's right, but the Warrior decided why put in all that work when she was already lead jammer. She called off the jam.
All right, we got another happy birthday here. Happy birthday to Sophia's 12th birthday.
There we go, 12th birthday.
Signs and all, I'm impressed.
I couldn't make a sign when I was 12, so I'm very much impressed.
Well, we got Go DC Demon Cats up here.
Looks like they're decidedly Demon Cat fans.
Yeah, I'd say with those signs they are.
I think so. Let's hear it if you're a DC Demon Cat fan out there in the crowd.
Come on, let's hear if you're a Cherry Blossom Bombshell fan.
Seems like the crowd's pretty evenly matched.
That's what makes for an exciting game.
Exactly, as the Demon Cats are calling back in. This is going to go down to the wire.
Ivana Tribovich trying to hold Jersey Jill up, but Jersey's quick to get her right on by, so she's right on Hook and Slasher's tail.
That's right. I like Tukas myself. The tail works as well.
Well, I gotta keep it PG here, so I'm trying not to use those big words, big adult language.
Exactly. They're 12-year-olds here, so let's not use Tukas.
We got Ninja going up against Lucky Penny.
Both skaters have been working pretty hard. I've probably had to take a sip of vitamin water. This jam sponsored by Vitamin Water. Hydration for every occasion. Vitamin Water keeps you and our skaters hydrated. Visit them at www.vitaminwater.com.
Penny gets through, sliding through his lead jammer, and Nina gets tripped up in one of the, it looked like Red and Dirty's skates. Red and Dirty getting probably a tripping penalty on that one.
Nina takes a big hit from Scarlett. Oh, snap. Definitely the response she got when she got hit out like that.
Kitty O'Slay backing up, making Nina come in behind her.
Definitely knows how to take that strategy, use it to your advantage. Meanwhile, Lucky Penny getting some help from Artemis Conduct. She's putting some points on the board for her team.
Yeah, she's keeping a real close eye on where Ninja is, on deciding whether she should call it or not.
Why put in all that extra work when you can call off the jam if your opponent's about to put some points on the board? Ninja's still working her way through the pack though, so I'm not sure if that's going to be a consideration.
Lucky Penny's strategy did actually pay off as she was watching her and able to still come through the pack for more points.
That's right, putting on a big grand slam, a full 5 points on the board for Lucky Penny.
Always feels good when your plan works as you want it to.
Exactly, it's always great to see that big grand slam symbol up in the air from your ref.
So Ninja finally gets out, Lucky Penny hoping for a few more points.
And that defensive strategy was taking place with the Cherry Blossom Bombshells down one skater as Red and Dirty is re-entered.
So Lucky Penny's just watching the jam clock and she's just going to let it go.
Nina Ninja definitely working hard. She worked hard to get her way through the pack. Didn't look like she had enough steam to make it back to the front of the pack and put some points on the board for her team.
Yeah, she took a lot of hits and that makes you really tired. It's really hard to keep going, but these girls train 3-4 nights a week, several hours each time, and this is what they, work everything up to right here at the bout.
Words of wisdom from an actual skater, so You know what it's like out there.
We got Willem in the screen, poodling here, so she's going to acquire her 4th minor, which will send her to the right penalty box.
Once again, one of those strategies to make sure you don't get sent to the penalty box at the pivotal point when they really need you.
No, the last thing you want to do is be a jammer and be out there with 3 minors, because it doesn't take much to get another minor, and that sends you to the penalty box and leaves your team without the ability to score.
Speaking of scoring, that's probably what's on Boom Chickadoom's mind. She is your lead jammer and has a healthy lead.
Oh, and Nemi sends a DC Demon Cats to the skaters over here on the side.
Yeah, sent Mini Scandal flying, Mini Vandal, excuse me, flying, and allowed Boom Chickadoom to get in front and then call off the jam after she put her points on the board.
Obi letting her bench coaches know that she's on her way to the right penalty act. And we got another happy birthday to Ashley Hansen.
And this game is brought to you by Roller Girl Skates. Skater owned and operated. Go to rollergirlskates.com for all your dirty needs. I'll tell you what, the Ultimate Warrior is fulfilling all her dirty needs right now. She is your lead jammer.
She's actually done a great job tonight. I think she's got lead jammer quite a bit.
Definitely has been controlling that position for her team.
And Minnie Vandal gets a cutback contract penalty and sends her to the right penalty act, leaving the Ultimate Warrior in a power jam.
Ultimate position for the jammer, the lone jammer on the track. Let's see what the Ultimate Warrior can do with that.
She's able to get through for some more points. 5 to beat Zach.
Putting some nimble moves on there, getting past Bad Asset to put 5 more points on the board. Big grand slam for the Ultimate Warrior.
And that grand slam is basically when she passes all players to include the other jammer.
All right, kids, if you ever dreamt of scoring a grand slam yourself, maybe you're between the ages of 5 and 7, make sure you come on down here. Check in with Miss PhD. Get yourself ready. Get yourself entered into a competition during halftime. You're going to have a fun time.
Ultimate Warrior almost through the pack, but was stopped by a big hit with the overreaction. Minnie Vandal trying to sneak in there for the last few seconds, but the jam was done.
Either 2 minutes or get the jam called off. Either which way, there's not a whole lot of time to get back into the action once you've been spending time in the penalty box.
Now, and the DC Demon Cats got about 4 minutes, 5 minutes to try to make this point score a lot less immediate.
That's right. As the Cherry Blossom Bombshells have already cracked the century mark. In fact, let's go ahead and do a score check. Cherry Blossom Bombshells, 110 points. DC Demon Cats, 56. 4 minutes left, still plenty of time.
Sorry, I got caught up by Nemi doing butt check.
That does capture a lot of attention. You are right. Ever been butt checked by Nemesis, you'll know what that feels like.
I actually have. Scandal gets through his lead jammer. Jersey on her side, but there's a big bang up between Gary Hua and Jesus.
Yeah, Scandal's taking to the track. Need to deflect themselves a little bit.
It was getting a head off Scandal and making her call it.
That's right. But a good show of sportswomanship at the end. Both teams checking in with each other, making sure everybody's doing all right. We'd like to see that for sure. This jam brought to you by Rager's Hardware. Rager's Hardware on Capitol Hill supports the DC Roller Girls and their fans. Roll on down to 1115 Pennsylvania Avenue Southeast. Bring your DC Roller Girl ticket stub from the bow and receive 20% off your purchase of $20 or more at Rager's. Locally owned and operated since 1920. Your friendly neighborhood hardware store.
We got Lucky and Minnie Vandal out here as jamming, and Lucky kind Penny gets through, but she doesn't get a lead jammer for cutting track.
Iwahua girl still delivering some big hits. Taking skaters to the track. She's known for doing that. She's been doing that for a number of years now.
Wilhelmina Screen having a tough time and a big sea of pink up front.
That's right, the Bombshells have some of their big hitters up there. Hard to get through that pack.
Penny takes a big fall as she's tripped, and it looks like something's out on her.
Potomac Ripper had to verify who the lead jammer was. DCD Cat's bench wasn't very happy about that. Took a little while for them to make a call. Better to be safe than sorry though, so we're going to have a timeout to get this all situated.
We got an official timeout for a second while Mason Dixon's talking to the lead ref, Lim Akimbo, about something that happened in that last jam.
Definitely don't want to have Mason or Obituary in your ear. They're upset. But in the meantime, might be a good time for you to slide on down to the merchandise booth. Check out some of our great gear for this year. New year, new great exciting gear that we have available. Also, I think there might still be some treats available at the bake sale. You know, they quite often sell out, so you might want to go by there and get your treat now while you still can.
Remember, some of that bake sale supports the All-Star team so they can travel, so they can keep playing and play other teams from other states.
Exactly. If you've never been to Travel Bout, it's pretty exciting to go to another city and root for your team. Your team's all-stars, essentially, as they take on opposing cities.
And be sure to visit at the after party today, sponsored by PBR, and will be held at Kelly's Irish Bar at 14F Street Northwest, across from the Union Station Metro, featuring $3 PBR, $5 rail drinks, and a DJ after 9. So this is going to be really tough. We got 2 minutes left to play in the game, and we got a score of Cherry Blossoms 115 and DC Demon Cats 57.
That's right. Our referees are all volunteers. We mentioned they work really hard. They want to make sure they get things right. So we have a chance to check in. Everybody's on the same page now, so we're right back in it.
Doom Chicka Doom and Jersey Dill finally released from the jammer line. Doom just runs through the pack while Jersey Dill gets a little stuck. Pack's moving pretty quick, so Doom's really gonna pick it up so she can catch up to him.
That's right. It's a lot of work to make your way through a pack when you're trapped in like that, especially when they're going in slow motion. Doom gets through again. Jersey finally getting out, right on her tail. Doom decides it looks like she's going to play with Jersey Jill a little bit. That's right, a little competitive, friendly conversation going on between the two jammers right now. I'm sure they're talking about which baked goods they bought to the bake sale today. A little chess match going on between those two jammers. Oh, so it looks like now Jill's going to play with Doom. It's only fair, right? Yeah, but her bench coach is telling her to skate. Skate, not play, but fortunately for Doom, she had the luxury of lead jammer status. She let her play a little bit longer and then called off the jam. All right, just possibly could be the last jam. 30 seconds to go. Folks, please remember that the jam clock is what we go by, not the bow clock. So even though the bow clock says 0, the jam clock still has time on it, and it will either end at the end of 2 minutes or when the lead jammer calls the jam. Folks, you know what to do when it's possibly the last jam. Come on, make some noise. Get up on your feet, show them some love. They've been skating hard. Make sure you support these girls. Oh, no, we're still going to get more jams out of this.
still need 2 more young kids to come down and participate in the halftime show. So come on over here, 2 young kids.
All right, we didn't want the roller derby action to end just yet. We had a timeout. We're giving you extra value here, folks. Looks like we're gonna have 1 more jam. Same rules apply though. When this jam gets started, I want you to get out of your seats and make some noise for these skaters that are skating all night for you.
Like a lot of changes. Who's going out there for the DC Demon Cats, but we've got 2 full packs out there from each team. And Jersey Jill taking on Hug and Slasher.
Most definitely, skaters are fighting tooth and nail till the very end. Doesn't matter what the score is. This is a lot about pride right here. Who's going to win the last jam? I don't know. Let's find out. Jammers are off. Folks, get up and make some noise now. Come on.
On the outside and gets lead jammer status.
And Hug and Slasher doesn't want to toy with you guys any longer. She calls off the jam.
Yep, she waited for that Perry clock with a big fat 0. Decided that's the end for her.
That's right. And that's the end of this bout. Don't forget we have another bout coming. Kids, if you haven't made your way down here yet, we still need a few more kids to come on down.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the DC Demon Cats and the Cherry Blossom Bombshells in a great bout. So these folks are going to take their winning lap, and then DC Demon Cats will take their lap. We'll have a short break, our halftime show, and it looks like we'll be turning it over to PHDD and Show 9.
That's right, Jones. Come on, you know how we do this. Come on down.
Y'all tore it up, girls. Y'all tore it up. Woo! Y'all tore it up, gals.
Congratulations to all skaters. You guys played a great game.
All right, newbie.
Let the Cherry Blossom Bombshells take their victory lap. Come on down, show them some love.
Hey, I got a big old hug from the skater.
I know, I'm working just as hard. I didn't get that. And of course, you know what we do. You know it's all about good sportsmanship. Show some love for the DC Demon Cats working hard for you tonight as well. That's very hard battle, but the score doesn't really show.
I don't think the score ever really stops, no matter what. These girls fight so hard for a full 60 minutes. Take all kinds of hits.
All right, girls.
For the local score.
Demon Cats.
You can tell them.